Hello everyone and welcome back to some Elden Ring invasions. Today I'm back at level 13 and giving a very cold, frozen welcome to players who are joining in for some jolly co-op over the holidays. The pun is very much intended because I am testing out frost resets with fire offhand weapons. So if someone is fully inflicted with the frost status, and they take any form of fire damage, whether it be phantom damage or actual damage, the frost goes away. Now, at low level, typically Tarnished don't have a ton of robustness, and Chilling Mist does a great job of freezing them, and also has a flat increase on the frost buildup on your weapon. So I think this is probably one of the most powerful versions of this. I would say there's probably something. There might be a better way to do it, but I think Chilling Mist with a fire offhand is the fastest way you're going to get that particular reset. Whether or not the offhand is Catch Flame, Fire Serpent, or in this case a Guitar, because I like offhand Guitar. It's just a nice fun thing. And the other thing that I'm testing out is having a soft swap to a shield in the main hand with carian retaliation. Now, although I'm activating it with glintstone scraps here, the idea is that I will have on soft swap, without having to do any menuing, a way to do spell parries while still having an offhand weapon and spellcasting tool available for Catch Flame, Bestial Vitality, Garonk's Beast Claw, Rejection, whatever I need. And having it frost infused, it can hit someone and still do reasonably significant status buildup or damage from proccing the frost. So it's interesting. It works out relatively well, and here I'm just chasing down the host because they decided to run back to the site of grace. And yeah, and Carian Retaliation is also especially powerful at low level because it does a flat amount of damage. And as you can see, the Guitar does a decent amount of poise damage and is also very good at just doing a nice light finish. So this is it feels pretty strong, but it probably still takes some getting used to and also figuring out what particular weapons to use. And this is why, if you have the opportunity, always get a little bit of extra vigor, because you never know when you get smashed in the face or hit with Night Comet out of nowhere. There are several times in this invasion where I survive on like 2, and I'm incredibly careful not to stand in the Ghost Flame, and I practice my recommendation of turn, face your enemy, and take a giant great mace to the face instead of getting backstabbed. It is better for your health, trust me. Yeah, and these death birds are so dangerous just because they can explode you as well as any of the players in multiplayer. And the Ash of War I have on the Guitar, just for a little bit of AoE, is Flame Strike, and it gives a little bit of a passive damage buff on the weapon after completing the Ash of War. And yeah, it's solid. And here, kind of forgetting that I have the shield, I just bonk him with against the great shield with the smaller shield. Now, it is now Chilling Mist is also really potentially useful because frost breaks frost triggering breaks poise. So having Chilling Mist also, and being able to reset it, can help against over-leveled co-op phantoms that have high poise or hyper armor with colossal swords, colossal hammers, great hammers, etc. So they're, despite seeming a little bit strange, I do have a decent amount of, there is a good amount of thought going into what I would like to do with this particular build. But then there are some times where you just have to run, scramble, and do what you can because you're being chased by 3 dudes in a small area, and the enemies may or may not help you. Because in some of the small areas, like this mine, the miners and the the small misbegotten, like, they're there and they can help, but they're not as strong as a banished knight, or even like one of the Godric knights, or especially like the Lindell knights with the bows, or the Clean Rot knights, etc. Like, they're not going to hold their own against one dude. They are simply just going to distract someone for a little while. And now, the guy with the anchor, he also has probably, especially with the shout, he has like a decent amount of hyper armor. So it's important, and he also just chunks my health. So it is important, again, for wisely using the frost with chilling mist, and also two-handed attacks. And because I have my hand axe, because I here instead of the shield, it is not possible to do carian retaliation shenanigans, because the one time you really want to have it to just be able to hit somebody with carian retaliation, that's when you've got your endure hand axe equipped. But all in all, this setup has been a lot of fun, and I've got some more footage for an extra invasion video after this one for it. As you can see, thankfully I make some good decisions. Defeat the Furled Finger and the Hunter. I'm able to chug and get my flasks back, and settle this in a 1v1. And the Bastard Sword is actually one of the nice weapons of choice in this particular setup, because it only has 9 carry weight, rather than some of the other great swords with 10, or Iron Greatsword with 12, even though I love the design and damage. And before my voice goes out, here is just a very quick showcase of the resets. Enjoy the tunes and the other highlights. Catch you at the end.
May you always have the blessing of a goddess.